Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings everybody guys. Today I think that we could take a look at the Canadian dollar because here we have clear trading setup on daily chart. Yesterday, as you can see, this was a dramatic action, but mostly it corresponds to our suggestion that dollar index should fall and euro currency should rise, the same in the gold market, although it mostly has been triggered by geopolitical news that China has announced a reducing of the purchasing of the United States Treasury bonds. So it has very strong impact on the market across the board. But still, the technical view that we have provided yesterday mostly was on spot, and indeed this action that we have discussed has happened. So it seems that probably it's not over yet, and some continuation should follow. But while we are waiting for more clarity on other currencies, today we could take a look at the Canadian dollar. And Canadian dollar right now stands at a bit difficult situation, because from the one point of view, the crude oil, as you can see, takes new highs, and my personal view is that we should get the 77 area on the crude oil. That theoretically should support the Canadian dollar and should push this price, it should push this chart to the downside. Actually guys, I'd not exclude the chance that we could get the huge butterfly, and the action that we see right now is the left wing of this butterfly. That's my view. That's actually this could happen because mostly deep retracement here corresponds to idea of the reversal, soon reversal. On the euro currency also demands the deep retracement, and probably this will happen at the same moment, and that in turn could become the starting point of the right wing. After that, I expect that downward action should reestablish, and the same is on the euro currency. So after deep retracement and adjusting of the overall speculative positions, the rally on the euro currency also should be continued. But this is a long-term story. In the short-term perspective, guys, what I'm really interested for today trading is take a look on the Canadian dollar. We have the pure Judd Napoli brand by the sell setup. So we have thrust down. Market has hit major 618 support, is 2388. Now shows bounce out from it, retested its broken trend line. So this was previously support again. It was breakout. Now it will be resistance. And also it agrees with the major 3-8 fib resistance 2570. So by the logic of the brand by the trade, so we have first close above the 3x3, and market already has reached the fib resistance. So by the logic of the brand bottom, minimum target will be somewhere around 2445, 2450, 618 support of the whole upward action. That's the minimum target of the brand bottom. But I did not exclude the chance that maybe market will show even some deeper action. So that's the short-term trade, maybe, and probably it will be finished by the end of the week. So why I said that Canadian dollar stands in a difficult situation, because from the one point of view, the crude oil is rising very well, and that should support the Canadian dollar. But from the other side, you probably know that investors are concerned right now about NAFTA, it's free trade agreement with the United States, and Donald Trump has announced that they think about the canceling of this free trade agreement, and that could really significantly make the negative impact on the Canadian export, because the huge amount of the export, most part of export, stands to United States. In that background, currently it's really still a question whether the National Bank of Canada will increase the rate in the next meeting that should happen soon or not. This brings a bit some uncertainty on the market, some volatility, and you can see what's really going on here. So, and currently, all these risks are still standing on the market, and it really could change situation very fast. that's why maybe it makes sense to focus on just on some short-term trading here, in particular of this bread and butter trade. So what we have on intraday charts. On intraday chart, situation is not as clear as we would like to, but still what we could say. Market has completed ABCD XOP target 1618 extension. All right. So that was probably reaction on a recent, again, that's a rising topic of the NAFTA subject. It's another rumors, another talkings about this. As you can see, Canadian dollar has dropped on this news. If you will plot the ABCD based on this most recent extension, ABC bottom, you also will get the XOP right at the same point. So it means that we also have the agreement resistance. Also, another bearish sign here. This market has formed bullish reversal swing. So take a look that this swing up is greater than previous swing down, and it also, at least by technical picture, stands in favor of some deep retracement. But with this final point, the advantages for the bears are ending. The major problem, guys, here with taking the position, because here we do not have clear bearish reversal pattern. That makes, in general, difficult to take the decision. So if you're trading with relatively extended stops, for example, 50 pip stops, you probably could not bother with just searching chances and turning to the 50-minute chart and watching what the patterns could be formed, where to take the position, where to place stops. But others who are placing relatively close stops will have to deal with that. And the only thing that I see right now here, it's a bit noisy action, but still, let's take a look at the 50-minute chart and the 5-minute chart probably even. So let's drop to the 5-minute chart. What we have here, we have the hint on the possible godless triple to sell. In fact, we already have this ABC bottom COP target has been hit. Just take a look. So probably, guys, I will delete this one since we do not need it anymore. So take a look. COP has been tested once, second time. Now market's turning down, but I'm not sure that we will not get the OP here. It could happen that market could show some attempt to go high and hit the OP. That's why it's very difficult to take the decision whether to take the short here, and market indeed could start dropping, or it will make another attempt to go high and maybe will reach this area again. So if you are placing stop for 50 pips, it's not really it's a very significant problem to you. But if you trade on the 5-minute chart, on the 15-minute chart, you're probably trying to get something else here. Because as you can see, even this godless triple to sell pattern looks not really perfect. It's a bit nosy. The CD leg is not direct one, but turns to some whipsaw action. So anyway, this brings some risks to your position, but that only stands in relation to the intraday picture. On the daily chart, this overall picture looks not bad, and I think that this is the trade that you could think about in today's session, because that is mostly all that we have right now. This most clear setup that we have among the major currencies. So let's see how situation will turn here. And I hope that this brand body will be a nice trade for us.